And we are back. The Flag Award for Teaching Excellence Award recognizes and celebrates extraordinary public school teachers who inspire learning through creativity, passion, and commitment. An independent jury will select the finalists from those who are nominated based on numerous factors with a strong emphasis placed on the student experience. Joining us now to share more details is the co-president of the Flag Award for Teaching Excellence, Risa Daniels. And Risa, glad to have you with us.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Glad to have you. So excited about the Flag Awards. Tell me about the nomination process.
Sure. So it's a multi-stage process. The first stage is we request that students, parents of students, colleagues, principals, really anyone who has knowledge of the teacher's role in the classroom can nominate someone with a simple form that can be found on our website, flagaward.org/nominate. And basically, we just ask them to tell us, why are you nominating this teacher? Why have they impacted your life? And then from there, we ask the teacher to fill out further forms, which includes more detailed information about their teaching practice. And then we narrow down from that list to a group of semifinalists who get interviewed, who we talk to their principals, who we review supplementary materials, their resumes, et cetera, et cetera. And then we present it to our independent jury, who then picks the final winners.
Amazing. And so when you think about the fact this is a long process, how long does this process take to get from the place of nomination all the way to award recognition?
Yep. So the nomination window is open now, and we won't announce winners until the very end of the school year. So we interview every single teacher who makes it as a semifinalist, and so it's definitely a long process.
A long process indeed. For you, the opportunity to recognize teachers, it's very important. I think that teachers get recognized, but why is it for you to make the decision to say, hey, we want to recognize teachers?
Teachers are doing so much work that's going underappreciated, underrecognized, and we really wanted to shine a spotlight on those teachers that are going above and beyond. Teachers put in so much of their own resources, whether that's time and energy outside of their 9 to 5, or really just actual monetary resources into their teaching practices. And a lot of times it's just taken for granted. So we wanted to create this award to have, recognize these amazing teachers, but also encourage people in their own lives to pause and think about who's an amazing teacher in their own life, and maybe take 5 minutes and thank them. And so if not only the winners of this award, but a couple of other teachers along the way get appreciated and recognized as well, it's definitely a job well done.
Yeah. You have so many teachers out there that you talk about the nomination process. You got to interview a bunch of them. I'm sure the applications continue to come in. What is it and what is the criteria that you're really looking for that makes the difference for that teacher that's going to get that award?
Yeah, it's a great question because we see so many teachers that are so great, and it's really, this award really is the teachers that are outstanding, the once in a lifetime teacher that students will be talking about 10, 20, 30 years down the line. There's a whole on our website we have these specific criteria, that these create criteria that gives more details on like what specifically we're looking for. But essentially, as an overview, we're looking for teachers that are very innovative, that are recognizing students at all levels in their classroom and really empowering them, and seeing the potential in each and every one of those students, making an impact on the student and the school community, and sometimes even the larger community of teachers and parents outside of the school, and having long lasting effect on all of those different levels. And then ones who are just really devoted to the position, to them, to the classroom, but also to themselves, bettering themselves, further education, and really acting as role models to the students, to those around them.
You talked about the CREATE criteria, and for those who may not know, CREATE is an acronym, and there's some things that go along with it. C, Chance talks about challenges. R, reaches. E, embraces. A, acknowledges. T, teaches. And E, engages. And so if you have somebody that can do that, then I think a nomination is worthy. And how many nominations do you end up getting from people?
Over 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got to get that down between the time of now all the way up until June.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah. So
we
how
go
many
from
people?
a thousand to about somewhere between 30, 35 semifinalists. And then we have one grand prize winner from each of the boroughs. And those winners get $25,000. But we also have 10 finalists who will also receive $10,000. So it's quite a number of people and teachers out there who can really benefit from this award.
It's an opportunity to really be recognized, and it also the monetary value. But I think it's a great thing. Sometimes you're being nominated even by peers, right? That people are being
Mhm.
nominated by fellow teachers, and so it's a great recognition when you have the opportunity to be acknowledged by your peers.
Definitely, and especially a lot of principal nominations as well. And so having the principal really take the time to identify those leaders in their schools is really great. We love receiving those.
This is going on right here in New York City, but what about outside of New York? I understand there could potentially be some plans for you to expand this.
Yeah, that would be a goal of ours for sure. We would love to see the Flag Award for Teaching Excellence in cities all across the United States. Right now, it's a really small team. Myself and my co-president, Laura Torsky, basically run the whole award. And so, capacity-wise, we're sticking to New York City for the near future, but that's definitely an ultimate goal.
Yeah. And you talked about just the two of you really taking it and really holding on to it and getting it where it needs to be across the timeline. What's it like for you between now and June? I mean, are you stressed out? How's it going?
Well, so now we're in, I think this is our fourth year. So we feel like we have it down pat. The first year was definitely a little bit of fly by the seat of our pants but from the inception of the idea of the award, which was the brainchild of Glenn and Amanda Furman, to when we actually launched was only a couple of months. So we really hit the ground running and learned a lot on the way. But I think year four, we feel pretty good about how things are going to run, and we have the process pretty streamlined.
Yeah, we've been following you for years. I remember when we first did our first segment talking about the Flag Awards, and you've seen tremendous growth. For you, what's the most rewarding thing out of all of this?
Well, actually, this past summer was the first time we were actually able to do a in-person gathering of all the past year's winners, semifinalists, finalists, and grand prize winners since the inception of the award in one place in person because COVID had really made that impossible in years past. And just seeing everyone gathering and teachers meeting teachers and talking about, oh, you do this in your classroom. I'd actually love to do that. Maybe we could do a field trip or maybe we can innovate together. Seeing the connections that were made, I think that was one of the best things that's come out of this experience for me.
Wow. Well, it's amazing that you are 4 years in and still counting, and the numbers continue to rise. Uh, Great work that's being done, Risa, and congratulations to you and your staff for really getting it done. For those who are nominated, and of course those who win. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you so much for helping spread the award.
All righty. Well, I want our viewers to know now, if you want more information, don't hesitate. Visit the website at flagaward.com. Then also follow them on social media at Flag Award.